Welcome back to our videos on Inventor. For this video, we're going to take just a minute and show you how to set up a drawing. Now, it depends on if we're making a model or an actual drawing, so we're going to show you both right now. First off, we simply go to the New button. Under this, it's going to pop up our default menu for a new file. Now, we have multiple options here. We have sheet metal IPTs, which are parts. We have standard DWGs, which is like an AutoCAD file. We have a standard assembly file, a standard IDW, which is a drawing file. We have a standard IPN, which is a presentation file or an exploded view or an animation. We have a standard IPT, which is your normal part, or we have a weldment IAM. Now, we also have English and metric units or mold designs. Now, all these, as a general rule, follow the same lines. We just depend on what we've got, like in the metrics. We've got DIN and ANSI standards or ISO standards available to us. We're going to go back to our default. We're simply going to take a minute and look at a standard IPT. Now, the way our IPTs are set up, we took the defaults when we installed the program, so it's pretty much exactly how it comes right out of the box. So as you come and look at this, it takes a minute to load. It's going to go in. Basically, all it's going to do is it's going to give us a flat plane to draw on and establish our three axes, our X, Y, and Z planes. In this case, if you look right down here in the bottom left-hand corner, we've got our UCS icon, which shows us our Z-axis is coming straight at us, our X-axis is to the right or left, and our Y-axis is up and down on our screen. Our origin point is established right here in the middle of our screen, and we do have this floating box out here that is our UCS or navigator icon. We can go home, we can rotate, we can free rotate, we can revolve, all that. Now, that's a basic setup. Now, if we look at this, if you look, you'll see a slightly darker line here and here. Those mark our inches. So from this point to that point is 1 inch. And if you count, we have decimal breakdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get an eighth of an inch breakdown. Simple enough. Now, as I zoom in and out by rolling my mouse wheel and pan around by pushing my mouse wheel down, I can draw whatever I need. I can simply draw a box, and when we start talking about extrusion things, we'll show you how to put size and dimension constraints on this to control it so we get the right proportions. Now, with that said, we're going to close this one. We're not even going to save it. We're just going to close it. And we're going to go in and we're going to show you how to start or set up a template file using an IDW. Now, an IDW, or excuse me, an IDW is your drawing file. This is where you put your parts to put them on a sheet after we're done. Now, again, it takes a moment or two to load. Again, we took the default, so when this pops up, it's going to come straight up to a C-size sheet. Now, in my classes, I make almost all my kids draw to a B-size sheet, which is 11 by 17 instead of 17 by 22. So here's my sheet. If you look right down here, it tells us our sheet size. It has the title block pre-built, and because I've already got this set up as my login, my name appears in here as the drawn by. We'll show you how to change that in just a moment. Now, this sheet, simple, easy. It's all there. The template's working. I don't see any point in adding or subtracting this except for adding as needed our view identification down here as if we're doing first angle or third angle projection. Other than that, pretty much everything I need is there. Now, the way I update this is simply by going up here to my navigator bar over here on the left-hand side of my screen. I right-click on the drawing and I go to the eye properties. The eye properties pulls up our drawing properties. Now, under our drawing properties, I can name the drawing. I'm going to change this from drawing 1 to be, we're just going to call it example for this one. It'll let me. Okay. Next one, title. Oh, there's what I want. Example drawing. Subject. Well, this is Engineering 1010. Author's name. Now I'm going to fix this because it's putting my login in here, and I want it to be in correct format, which is all caps. Manager, nothing. My school goes in as the company. I can put it in a category. In this case, it would be mechanical design or mechanical drafting. Keywords, I can put that in. Project name, location, drawing layout, part number. I usually number my parts by their title. Like I will call it, if I was making a bushing, it'd be, bushing 1. And I usually put a couple of zeros in there, so if I have revisions, I can know which one I want to pull up or have multiple bushings. Stock number. I will generally leave that blank unless I know exactly what number it is. This one is a simple bushing. description, that should be obvious. Revision number, I'm on my 0 revision, I haven't made any revisions. Project, we're just going to go with the wheel project because that's one we've done a lot in here in this class. Again, I'm going to put in my name. The engineer, we don't have one right now. Cost center, authority, I just go down these, check them all out. As I need them, I fill them in. Part number, again, stock number, status, work in progress. I can put check dates on there as I need. And then I go over here to my custom and my save. All this stuff, as I need it, I fill it in. But for right now, we're just setting up a general. We'll just leave it where it's at. I hit the apply button and then I'll hit the close. And if you look right down here in my title block, it updated everything for me. At that point, I'm ready to draw. Now, if I want to, I can also go right here and change my sheet size by right-clicking on the sheet and simply coming down here to Edit Sheet. I can pull up and say, okay, what size is it going to be? Well, it can be a B size, it can be a D size, E, F. Like I said, we usually do Bs, and I can decide between portrait and landscape, and we usually do landscape. The only time I do a portrait is on some A-size drawings, and we don't do very many of those. So I'm just going to leave that alone. And I just change it to B size, landscape. Title block goes in the bottom left-hand corner. Yes, I can force it to the right or left or top or bottom, but I'm going to leave it in the default, which is where we prefer it, and which is where standards say it should be. So I'm going to go OK, and I've suddenly got my sheet changed in size. Thanks, and we'll see you.